Hello, all, and welcome to another episode of Trade of the Week. New month, new goals, better results. That's what I wish for all of you guys that are watching this right now. So, to begin with, my trade of the week, and a trade that I usually don't quite look at and think, oh, you know what, that'll be my TP. But I thought, you know what, let me just actually get into this trade. It was only about 55 pips or so. Okay, usually I'm looking to swing trade, as you guys know, but I was quite happy just to take this trade, just to kind of prove a point and just show you that you don't need to be swing trading. You could do this on every single time frame. It doesn't matter what time frame you're trading on. The way we trade works on everything. Okay, like I even say, like it works on orange juice chart, on a 1 minute, on a 1 month. It works on gold on a 1 minute, on a 1 month. You will see the same patterns over and over again. It's just understanding of time and price. So, talking about time and price, we could see how this kind of distribution phase started. Okay, so we had this liquidity wipe over here. Okay, wipe that, does what it needs to do below, creates a target, comes back up, creates another target, comes back down, starts to distribute. Okay, creates another target. Okay, and the saying is as above, so below. So as you can see here, we hit our specific entry on a 15-minute. From there, the target was to come back down into this 1 hour, so we could start buying up. Okay, so like I always say, I always take positions into positions. Okay, so if I know I want to buy from this area here, 21,207, I'm going to sell down into that area. Okay, and you'll probably hear some people saying, oh, you shouldn't trade against the trend, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But if the big players are doing it, why don't we do it? Okay, so simple trade, understanding Asia session high, Asia session low, and what happens during London/New York. That is a game changer. That once I learned how to do that, yeah, it made total sense. And this is why I get up 6:45 UK time every day to make sure I'm taking advantage of the Asia session highs and Asia session lows. Okay, so boom, we head up into here, and then we're triggered, and this is the result of it moving forward. Okay, easy trade, came into our 1 hour candle, and then from there we bought up, but started selling again. Okay, so it's always up and down, up and down. It's understanding why you're buying and selling in the first place that makes the biggest difference. Okay, so once you understand your directional bias and understand why price needs to go into a certain direction long term, it makes your trading so much easier. And this is what I teach on a weekly basis. And my clients are finally starting to get it, and it's making their trading way easier also. So that was that. Okay, with GA, this is one I just print screen literally just right now as I was looking at it. I'll go into that in a sec. Okay, but I keep on saying I'm seeing signs of a similar crash that's happened last year around this time, March. Okay, March the 2nd exactly is when most things crashed to their lowest point. We haven't seen the crash drop to its lowest point as of yet, but I'm seeing signs of it starting again. So who knows, maybe April. Maybe April we might see some crazy stuff happening, but this is something I print screened December the 17th last year. Okay, if we look at US 30 right now, okay, let me just go to US 30. Okay, go to indices, US 30. Okay, and we'll go to, actually, no, we'll stick on this time frame. Actually, no, let me switch it up. Let's go to the daily. Okay, you see how it just touched this 32,000 and it started to fall away. Okay, hit 32K, started to fall away. So I was looking for that in December. Okay, if I find the right print screen. Okay, I'm going to delete these ones actually because yeah, we're done with those now. Okay, we was looking for this. Where is it? Okay, in December, I said potentially we might get the same signs or same kind of movements that we got last year. Okay, so you can see our print screen is December 17th. I said 32K could be interesting. Okay, if you know about quarter points, you know this is a very interesting area. Okay, so I said potentially 32K. I say very ambitious. I was laughing about it, and I said, what if it does happen though? Okay, what if it does happen? I mean, you guys can see for yourself. Okay, 32K, the bodies stay right below 32K. The wicks went slightly higher. Okay, but the bodies stay right below 32K. Interesting. So in regards to that now, if this does actually happen, then we're going to be in for a very interesting time for the next couple of months. Okay, with a lot of stocks and everything else. Okay, so yesterday I was just looking at this as well, and I was thinking, if it does actually hold 32K, because now we've got engulfing candle. What if we do hold 32K? The next point I'll be looking for is 26,400s, which is back at this specific level here. Okay, we've got interest of why we want to go there. We've got IPA, we've got down candle. We've got external low. We got various things down there. That's nearly, well, I think when I measured it was like 1,000 something point move. Okay, from there to there. Okay, as you can see with this print screen, however, who cares about 1,000 points when we could easily get 14 to 16 to maybe even 18,000 points to the downside. Okay, and it sounds ridiculous, but I keep on saying this to myself is I don't doubt it. Okay, I do not doubt it because I've seen it happen time and time again. When I started trading and learning, I used to measure out things. I used to mark things up. I said, nah, that's never going to happen. I only to look at it months and years later, and it happened. And I was thinking, wow, if only I got into those moves. Okay, so now I don't take it lightly. Okay, when I see it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to be in. Okay, with gold, I'm still holding. Okay, I probably should have shown you the print screen off that as well because I know some of you guys don't believe it, but yeah, with gold, still holding that. So yeah, gold has been very interesting too. Okay, we've been holding it since. Okay, and I probably should have got the print screen of my MT4 with this. Okay, let's find Forex. Okay, we've been holding it since this stage right here. Okay, been holding it, and today I stacked up 2 more orders in the morning. Okay, stacked up 2 more orders in the morning, and yeah, I don't see why not. So you know what? I'm actually gonna find that on my MT4, and then I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so here it is. Okay, we've been holding that sell for, well, just over 2 months now. Okay, about 2 months and a week or 2 months and 2 weeks, something like that. Okay, this morning I stacked up on some orders. Okay, because I do see it coming back down to 1708 minimum before anything else happens, if it's going to rally back up or if it's going to keep dropping. I won't be surprised if it keeps dropping. As I've said to you guys before, gold can go all the way down. So we have targets. Okay, I was targeting these areas at first. Okay, first it was this daily candle. And then I said, if we could drop below this internal low, we'll come to this weekly. Okay, so on a weekly, we look at this. Okay, we come into that zone right there. Okay, I'm gonna switch my gold chart because this one's a bit messy. But so I said we could come into there. Okay, delete my fish from there. So we've come into there now. We could potentially rally back up and go to 2100. But again, like I said, I would not be surprised if I just reset the chart. If we come to this level right here. Okay, so 1200 per ounce. Okay, we can see how very bearish this candle is here. Okay, and if we're talking quarterly price, then I mean it makes sense for this to drop. So I would not be surprised if we get to 1200 long term. Okay, and who knows, maybe we might even go lower. Okay, maybe we might even go lower. Okay, what if we come to this beauty over here? Okay, what if we come to 900 per ounce? Okay, it's a very long shot, but again, I keep on saying I will not be surprised if it happens. But right now, I've got my eyes on potentially 1200 happening. So with that being said, okay, if I find my DXY, okay, with DXY starting to gain strength, okay, I do see this potentially happening. Okay, we've got some ugly accumulation in here. If we do respect this and we keep going up, connects them to that price level there, and then from there that will allow a lot of pairs, GU, EU, to start dropping. So I am watching this carefully. Okay, I do want this to keep dropping, but it's showing signs that it's trying to pick up. We look at some fundamentals as well, and again, I will not be surprised if this happens just based off what's happening right now, with an influx of a lot of things happening around the world, and yeah, just jargon that you don't even really care about. So I would not be surprised if this happens, which will cause EU, GU, and pairs like that to start falling, potentially even gold still. Okay, because gold is just dropping right now, and this is why we're still holding this specific trade. Okay, so for GA, I caught this on, what day was it? Thursday, Friday last week. Okay, caught that clean trade, and that was specifically just to come into this area if I could find GA. Okay, like I always say, I always try to buy into positions. Okay, if I know I want to sell from a certain area, okay, I will buy into it, because one or two things are going to happen. It's going to come into your area and then fall off, or it's going to keep going. Let's just say you was waiting for it to sell from here or here. Okay, I had an entry here, but it went higher, so that would have stopped me out if I took it. So this one here, I was thinking, yeah, that makes more sense for me right now. Okay, but that's why I bought from here, because I was thinking, yeah, we could come into here or here and then fall off. Okay, but at the same time, we could keep going. So I'd rather be in a trade from the bottom if it keeps on going than be in a trade from here. Okay, if you understand what I'm saying, then yeah, you can see why I trade both ways. I look at the market and I'm thinking, yeah, this looks like a beautiful distribution, but what if the market just keeps on going? Okay, so I'll rather be in a buy from here. So if I did sell from here or here and I took an L and I lost, no problem. The buyers have made up for it, and then it's going to keep going, and then that's going to give my money back. That's my psychology behind that. Okay, so that's why I started buying from here. Okay, as you can see via this. Okay, so with GA, okay, GA, because AD pairs move a bit differently. Okay, don't just think because it's a GBP pair, it's going to move exactly the same as GBP USD and GJ. It doesn't work like that. So with GA, I was thinking, can we potentially come down to fill this IPA? Okay, so let's go on a weekly. I'll just clean things up. I was just thinking, can we potentially come down to fill this IPA? Okay, market structure showing us that we're kind of bearish. We created a kind of accumulation here, which is why I was also interested in this area. If we could drop down to here and then keep pushing up, because if we look at just trading range alone, okay, if we're just looking at, yes, there's a target here as well, which is why I want the price to go up long term. But if we're looking at trading range alone, then it does make sense for GA to come back up into this area. So like I said, I'll rather be buying from here in case that does happen, rather than see it over here now and be like, oh, you know what? I should have bought from here. Okay, I'm already in, just in case we get this pullback into the zone, which will then do what? Okay, and I did like this at first. Okay, but on smaller time frames, I see different. Okay, we come into our premium zones. Okay, you can see what 89% is lined up with, and then we can see what 27 is lined up with. It kind of makes sense for that to happen. Okay, so right now it can swing either way. So right now, I'm put myself in a win-win situation either way. Okay, this is what I always teach my clients. You want to put yourself in a win-win situation either way, regardless of what happens. Okay, so this is what I was looking at first. Okay, when did I print screen this? On the 24th of Feb. Didn't work out quite exactly how I wanted to. I actually did sell from this daily 50%, came back down and then it went up again. Okay, so yeah. Okay, other things, GCAD, okay, DXY. Yeah, we talked about all of those things, but yeah, these were very interesting trades because just understanding all the aspects that go along with it, it just made sense. So for this week or for the next month or so, I would say keep your eyes peeled for US 30 because we know if US 30 starts dropping, I mean, you already know what's going to happen to a lot of stocks. You know what's going to happen to a lot of the indices also. So keep your eyes peeled for US 30 and indices potentially crashing down. Okay, we're seeing signs of it. Like I said, I've been seeing signs of it for a long time. Okay, you can even see here since December. Okay, since December, I'm saying wait for come to 32K. Okay, and yeah, here we are. So it's very ambitious. Okay, a lot of things don't line up with it so far, but based off technicals alone and understanding what's going on in the world right now, and my theories around the whole COVID stuff, I had to take a deep breath before even saying that. Okay, it's yeah, I'm not going to share my opinions on that right now before even YouTube banned my account or something. But yeah, I won't be surprised if this happens. So yeah, there you have it. Just wanted to share that with you. I was supposed to upload this yesterday, but I was out on a weekend. I didn't feel the greatest on Sunday. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do it today. And yeah, so there you have it. So hopefully you have a great week. You have a great start to the month and you fulfill all your goals that you set along yourself for this month. So until next time, have a good one. Take care.